The silent corridors of the Blue Roof Mansion in Borodale, Harare, was the epicenter of Zimbabwe's power, witnessed a side of Robert Gabriel Mugabe that the world rarely saw. In the twilight of his life, stripped of the presidency he had held there 37 years, the man often described as a strong-headed autocrat was reduced to tears. These were not tears of self-pity for his own fall from grace, but tears of genuine devastation for the man who had led the military operation to oust him, General Constantino Chiwenga. Sabina Mashkoblanyi watched the President Mugabe wanted Chiwenga to take over and Mnangagwa. He cried when the general mysteriously fell very sick. Not was subscribe or like on the bell icon. Tipinda Mublanyi Komchinsi, according to those remained in Mugabe's inner circle until his final breath in September 2019, the late president harbored a profound and perhaps surprising conviction. He believed that the future of Zimbabwe lay not with his long-term protege, Emmerson Mnangagwa, but with the military commander who yet ultimately turned against him. The revelation brought to light by Mugabe's last spokesperson, Julius Mawarire, paints a complex picture of betrayal, regret, and a prophetic warning that is only now, in 2026, reaching its chilling conclusion. In quotes, President Mugabe was devastated when people who prematurely celebrated the demise of General Chiwenga started circulating messages suggesting his illness was terminal. Mawarire revealed the general, who had been instrumental in the November 2017 military-assisted transition, had fallen gravely ill shortly after the coup. He spent months in China battling a mysterious and debilitating condition later identified as idiopathic or esophageal stricture. While many in the new administration were already looking toward a post-Chiwenga era, Mugabe was reportedly inconsolable. So sick was Chiwenga that South Africa and India had failed to resuscitate his health until the Chinese military requested that the former Zimbabwe Defense Forces boss be flown to China, to Chinese military hospital, and that is where the miracle eventually happened. Yes, the old man, sick as he was, wept and shed tears for the man he believed was not supposed to die, as he still had a huge role to play in the governance of the country, Mawarire said. In Mugabe's own words, the general was one who should have taken the reins. General Chiwenga cannot die now. He was a huge part to play. A huge part to play for the good of his country. Mugabe reportedly told his aides. He cried and shed tears for the general, for a comrade, for an in-law, for a good human being, and for a fellow Zimbabwean. This deep-seated affinity for Chiwenga stood in stark contrast to Mugabe's feelings toward the man who actually took his place. The relationship between Mugabe and Emmerson Mnangagwa, once described as that of a mentor and a loyal son, yet curdled into a bitter enmity long before the tanks rolled into Harare. During the frantic days of the 2017 coup, Mugabe had reportedly issued a stern, almost desperate warning to Chiwenga. He cautioned the general that if he allowed Mnangagwa to take power, he was inviting his own political and perhaps physical ruin. Toma developments and mudanya kwa pangwa ine pina comment section videos of ngura any more clip on subscribe or like, check on the bell icon.